Good morning, guys. Welcome back up to our property up here in southern Utah. Today, I'm super excited about the video because, as a lot of you know, if you've been watching us for a little while, we've had some issues with our backup generator not working, and we've been scrambling, trying to figure out what to do since we rely on it so much in the winter, and winter is just around the corner. Luckily, we had kind of an awesome moment. Anker reached out to us, and in our time of need, they are the sponsor of today's video, and they sent us an awesome home standby system that we're going to be installing today. But in order to use that, we need to spend some time and install all of our outlets and switches so we're able to test it. First thing we're going to do this morning, Papa and Grammy are here. They're going to help us install all of these, and then we can get to work on installing this home backup system. Right now, we're going to go down, get these batteries charging so that when it's time to install them later on today, they'll be 100% charged and good to go. Our in-laws are here. We appreciate them and love them and are so grateful for them. They brought up all of our electrical stuff, all of our outlets, our switches, our switch plates. So today we're gonna be wiring up all of it so we can have power in the apartment. My father-in-law is already up here getting to work. He beat me up here. He's a go-getter. So we're gonna go up here, start putting in outlets and wiring all this place up so we can have some power. But I'm excited to cover up all these holes that I've been seeing for the last month and a half, all these little outlet holes.
How's your sandwich?
Cheesy?
Oh, did I put too much cheese?
Look at that.
It's like a grilled cheese egg sandwich. What do you think of these fixtures? I really like them. I like the gold. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
Looks classy.
I like it. I got it all hooked up. Everything's hooked up. All I got to do, except for the drain, and then we can turn the water on.
Isn't it crazy how the gold's like coming back in style?
I feel like everything comes back in style. Like bell-bottom jeans that you wore the other day. I think they're terrible, but you love them.
I love them.
My Grammy today.
Grammy's gonna put her butt on a four-wheeler, huh?
Yeah.
Grammy, Ricky, you guys going on a four-wheel ride?
Yeah.
You guys have fun. Daddy, those switches coming along?
Coming along good.
You're gonna have a plumber's crack.
Probably. I'm not plumbing though.
You're electrocuting?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Maybe like a 20-some-year-old kid to do this.
Where's one of your cousins or your nephews?
I asked Papa if he wanted to do this, but he said he didn't want to get down in here. The cleaning lady has arrived.
Here I am. I'm gonna have sweaty armpits by the time I get done with this.
I'm giving you an air slap.
By these windows.
Air slap. Yeah, these windows make it super hot in here. Like the stove's not even on and it's 65 degrees.
The
windows are
open and everything.
We need to get some blinds for those guys. We got so many comments, my wife's finally gonna clean the windows. We're out of white receptacle covers. One of the boxes that we got was a light almond. We're not gonna be able to put all these on, but that's okay. We'll get it next time we're in town. Pretty good, we're almost done actually. We got 2 more outlets in here, and then I think there's a couple in the other room.
How you doing, Dad? The windows are nice and clean.
We're in the kids' room, putting in, I think I have 1 or 2 more outlets in here. Some of you might be wondering why we have these outlets sideways down at the bottom. It's because our building code requires mechanical heat, not just heat from wood. They don't consider that a heating source, so you need mechanical heat. We put in inline baseboard heating just to satisfy code purposes, and we have to have it in for our final occupancy letter.
You're heading up into the dungeon.
false alarm tells you of a smoke or carbon monoxide danger.
Smoke detectors.
And carbon monoxide.
People have been asking about that in our comment section.
They're going in right now.
Well, we know it works. Dad, turn your hearing aids down.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay. Carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide?
Safety is sexy.
They did a green light, which means we're good. That's what that means.
Nice. How many more do we have?
4.
You have 1 in each room, right? Isn't that what we did?
2 in this one and 1 in each other.
I think we're a little overkill. The code says outside of each living space, have to have one, so double up. Whatever.
Baba, did you take Grammy for a crazy ride?
He said, well, this is fun. I like to go on this way. And I'm like, you go on this way on your four-wheeler, not with me. Old lady's hanging on for dear life on the back.
Oh my gosh. So loud. Every time you test one, all of them go off.
They do. Because they're all interlinked.
That's what they're supposed to be doing.
Holy crap, it's loud. Though. One more test. Pop out.
Did you take your hearing aids out, Dad?
No, they're still on.
Oh my gosh, I would have taken those things out the minute we started this nonsense. Our bedroom is done, and now where are we going?
The kids' bedroom, that's the last one.
Because there's one in the bathroom as well, correct?
Yeah.
There's one in the bathroom right there. So now we are headed into the kids' room. Come on in. It's crazy because last year on November 2nd, it was snowing.
And today's like, what, 6th, 5th, 4th? I don't even know.
I think it's the 4th, yeah.
There we go, it's gonna do its thing.
Testing. This is very loud. Press now to cancel test.
2, 1, action.
We got some GFI breakers for one for the bathroom and 2 for the kitchen, right?
You go downstairs to go do that, right?
Yeah, we gotta go to the panel.
Okay.
All right.
Love you, bye.
All right, well, we got a ton of work done today. Put in every single outlet, except for the one above the microwave we just forgot, and we're out of outlets. We need some more covers. All the smoke detectors are in, and then we also put 2 of the GFI breakers downstairs. So that's all done. Feels good. All right, so I had to put a shirt on. It got kind of chilly out here. It's windy, so hopefully you guys can hear me. We're gonna continue with our installation of our portable battery backup system, just in case, like right now, the generator doesn't work, and if something happens, we have extra power. So Anker sent us a manual switch right here. Has a bunch of breakers. You can do 10 breakers, and you can even do 240 if you want to. And then this is how you switch from the generator or the line. So you can switch what power usage you want to use. That's pretty awesome and convenient. And we just have to wire all these up. Just a couple of them, actually. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mount this on here and then get these wires ran through some conduit into this panel, and then we can pick and choose what breakers we want to back up. We're not gonna do the whole panel. The whole point of having a backup system is pick and choose what is a necessity so that you can keep as much power for those specific things, like the refrigerator, the stove, whatever, just things that are important to you guys. And we're gonna do the same thing right now. We're gonna set this up, figure out what ones we want to back up, start wiring this thing up. This kit came with everything you need, man.
Yay!
All the fittings and everything. That's nice. That's a nice surprise. All right. From the transfer switch, connect the black. All right, well, I should probably power this down before I start working on it, right? All the breakers are off and the main's off, so we're good to go. Now I can pop out this, start wiring this bad boy. I will say this looks really intimidating with 65 wires sitting here. It says to use a qualified electrician to install this. That's me. If you guys didn't know that. I feel like if I can do my own solar system, I can do this. And I wired up a whole house, I think I'm good. Right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's like a ponytail.
This is freaking cool. I can't wait to get this thing hooked up. Okay.
What is next?
So now we need to figure out what breakers we're going to back up. Then we're going to use corresponding breakers down here. So if we're going to back up a 20 amp breaker, it has to be a 20 amp breaker over here for obvious reasons. If it's 15, it's got to be a 15. If it's a 240 volt, it's got to be 240. We don't have any 240 volts over here, so we don't have to worry about that at all. That makes installation way easier. We went through this morning and found out what every single breaker was and where it went. So we're able to pinpoint which ones we want to do. I don't have the cover on here yet, all labeled. We just haven't done that yet.
All right, for emergency purposes, I guarantee you're gonna want your fridge. You're gonna want your fridge
Right.
still running.
So
you're
we
gonna
have
need your
the fridge.
freezer and your fridge. We're gonna definitely need to hook that one up.
So the fridge and the stove are on the same circuit and on the
Beautiful.
GFI, so it's right here.
Yes.
Boom, that's the one we're gonna use. What else?
We definitely need some lights.
Okay, so let's do the living room light.
Yes.
The breaker's off, I'm just flipping them so I know what's what, okay?
And then I think that we should do a bathroom.
The bathroom, okay, it's GFI, okay?
Perfect. One more light. So then, can we do a kitchen light?
Yeah, we'll do the kitchen light. Cool.
Nice.
Breakers selected, they're all ready. The main breaker's off, so we're good. And they have A, B, C, D through A through J up here that you have to pick, right? And what's cool is this is the only switch I've ever used, but this one's cool because on these wires, it says EEE or CCC or JJJ. And then you have to pick a red and a black, and that is the hot and the transfer switch for each one. This is gonna not be as hard as I thought it was gonna be. And we're only gonna do 4 of them, and all these rest, I don't have to connect but 8 wires, and then I'm good. First we want to do the 15 amperes.
Yes.
So let's do the lights, which is these 2 right here. Breakers off. That's our first one. Okay, E, and then we're gonna connect it to 2. So we're gonna take this off. Simple, boom. That's what we want. So the red wire is the transfer wire. So we're gonna just kind of loop it around here. Probably something right there. All right, like I was saying, we have to disconnect the hot wire that's in the breaker originally, right? From the home run. Then we take the red wire from whatever breaker that you're gonna use, you put it in here, and I've already kind of got it, but let me just tighten it. All right, so that one's in there, and that's E. So then we're gonna find, this is E as well, I think. E, that's it. And this one is like our transfer switch. So this one's gonna connect to this hot right here, and we just put a wire nut on it, and then that one is done. That's pretty fast. Put the wire nut on there. Okay. So now we'll just tuck that out of the way. Now that one is hooked up. E is hooked up. Oops. All the switches that we're going to be backing up, they are wired in, they're good. The neutral's in, the ground is in, so we are good to go. This is all extra. Just going to zip tie this up all nice and neat and jam it in there. It's good, thank God it has a cover over it, right? Now back over to the switch. This switch, I don't know if this is normal for a switch. It has 2 different ways that you can powering this panel. So you can either take a knockout out at the bottom and power it to these right here in here and just hardwire it in, or it has this dummy panel that goes over here. We took it off because we can put a 50 amp plug right here. This is a 50 amp system. That battery that we're gonna show you can run your trailer, a 50 amp trailer, a 30 amp trailer. We are actually gonna be putting a 50 amp plug right here, and then we're gonna be plugging into the battery with a 50 amp huge wire that's right behind me right now. Right now, we're gonna wire that up with these wires right here. Here's the ground, the positive, negative, and the neutral. X or Y, so X, which is Watcher. Do you think this is hard to do or no?
No, even I'm following it and I am not mechanical at all.
I was so intimidated when I saw this kit.
As was I. I was like, okay, we're gonna have to spend a whole entire day trying to figure this out and make it work. We really didn't even need to
We've
take
only
all
been working
that
on this
time.
for like 20 minutes, maybe an hour. When I saw you're a professional is gonna have to do this and all this, I was like, oh, here we go. This is gonna be fun. I read like 20 minutes worth of the directions and then I was like, oh, this is not gonna be that hard. But I'm still reading just to make sure I'm hooking everything up.
Correctly, yes.
The white goes to W. WW
That makes sense.
for white. Color-coded.
Everything was super color coded and easy to use, and
But we are almost done actually, so. That is all wired. We should be good to put this bad boy back on here. Just like that. And like that. That looks good, right? Does it look like a professional did this?
yes, babe.
Nice.
It looks so professional.
Right? Look at that plug. It looks so good.
You plugged it so well.
Usually do. Okay. Look at that. This looks like a mess, but we're gonna cover that later. Save those for later.
Okay, babe.
Pro. Okay.
You a pro, bro.
One thing I don't know, and it probably says it in direction, but I didn't get that far or whatever, I don't know. But I don't know, since these things are like bypassed into this switch, I don't know like where this needs to be to like be on normal power. So I think if we turn this on and flip these couple breakers on, we can't check the lights obviously because we don't have lights installed yet. That's coming very soon, but we just don't have them. But we can check the outlets, and then once we know that's on, then we know that they work, right? If you go up there, I can turn this on and turn the refrigerator on. That's an easy one. And then I can figure out which way it needs to be for it to work.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll head up there right now.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. It's on.
It's still on right now?
The fridge is on right now. So what did you have to flip that to?
The breakers themselves aren't even on. So I think that's just when it's hooked up to something, but it's on line. Like the top gray one, it's just down.
Okay.
So line is on. You don't even use these. I bet when you flip it up to here, then you use them. Okay, so now it's time to bring in the battery.
Yeah.
Well, the Anker 400 watt panels charge the entire system. Both batteries are completely charged. So we're gonna put these away. It's so windy. Put these away, and then we're gonna take the batteries over to the garage. I don't know how much this thing weighs, but it's not meant to be like taken around anywhere. It does have wheels, but it's heavy. All right, I want to introduce you guys to the Anker Solix F3800. This is the whole reason why we installed the transfer switch and been doing all this work. This is a whole house backup portable battery that can be charged from AC power, or we have solar panels, as you saw earlier, that charge this thing all the way up to 100%. It is like your traditional portable solar battery. It's a little heavier. It doesn't have 2,000 watts of power. It has a 6,000 watts of power and 3,840 watt hours of capacity. You can run pretty much any appliance that you have in your house. If the grid goes down, that you can use this. I feel like everybody knows this, but they probably don't, because I'm off grid. I know all the wattages of stuff. So like a microwave is maybe maybe 1500 watts. A fridge is maybe 90 watts, that continuous watts, stuff like that. Like this has no problem running multiple things and will get you from point A to point B from when you're out of power to maybe a day or sometimes 2 days. The 3840 watt hours that this is equipped with, depending on what you're running and how frugal you are with your power, could last you 1 to 2 days. Anker, great company they are, sent us the F3800 EB external battery, and that doubles our battery capacity. So that has 3840 watt hours and this has 3840 watt hours. You do the math, I forgot what it was, but it's like 7200 watt hours. So this will last us like 3 to 4 days if we don't have any sunlight. And like right now our generator is down. I don't know when it's going to get fixed. So this is really exciting for us because we rely on the sun, and sometimes since winter's coming, if it's not sunny, we're kind of SOL. Having this is awesome just as a backup, just in case. I'm excited to hook it up and see how it works. I mean, I feel like it's going to be pretty seamless. I just plug this and it's done. But I will say, just like your normal solar batteries, it has 6 110 outlets. It has a 50 amp plug. It has a 30 amp plug. It has USB-C, USB plugs. Since you kind of get an idea of what these are, they send you this huge battery cable to connect the main power battery to your extended battery. You can have up to these 6 of these batteries giving you like 26,000 watt hours. So it's pretty incredible how much you can do, but we just have one for now, so we have about 7,000. So I'm gonna plug this in, turn it on, and then I'll show you guys how to plug in the power station to the transfer switch, and then we're gonna transfer the load from the grid or our solar system to this system, and then we're gonna go upstairs and see just what it'll run. All right, here is our big 50 amp cord, and this thing could run a RV or whatever as well if you wanted to do it. This is heavy duty, I'll tell you that. Anyways, it's just like plugging anything else in. So we're gonna plug this in up here. Got everything hooked up. Cable's huge. We'll probably have to move it around a little bit, but it is what it is. It'll give us power right now. So we're at 100%, and this is charged up too. We got this plugged in. It's plugged into the 50 amp. All we have to do is slide this to generator. So we're gonna go up, and then we're gonna turn these breakers on. There she goes. We have the one Anker Solix F3800 EB expansion battery. You can get up to 6, like I was saying, to expand your battery pack to 26,880 watt hours, which is crazy. That's like 2 weeks worth of maybe a week and a half of power, which is awesome. But to do that, I mean, you just get more of these batteries, these cables, and there's another plug-in right here, and you just keep like daisy chaining them together. But anyways, right now we're gonna go upstairs. As you can see, the breaker's off right here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
The breaker's off, so there's no power coming from our solar system that we have right now, all coming from this battery. Right now, we only have the refrigerator running. We don't have any lights, and all our appliances are not plugged in, but we're gonna go inside and show you that the refrigerator's on and that outlets work and all that type of stuff, so you'll know that when this thing's on, everything works like normal.
Ho ho ho.
Yeah, baby. Should we push this back in?
Yeah. Nice.
Now, this whole kitchen is being ran off the Anker Solix F3800. We just put the stove in just to show that this is like part of the backup system that we're gonna be using if and when something happens, like we run out of power or whatever. I'm excited because we just put the stove in too, but I think it's so cool that we have this like backup energy power, because if you live off grid or you live on a ranch or whatever, you know if something's gonna go wrong, it goes wrong. And I feel like something every day happens where you have to fix something. So just having that backup just to give you peace of mind and ease when things go wrong is really good to have, because sometimes we go crazy. Right now we're only running 146 watts, which is, we're only running the fridge, we got the stove on, a light, and we're charging a phone, so it's not running a ton of power. This thing is capable, again, of 6,000 watts. You can pair it with a second F3800, so you have 12,000 watts, and the same, you can extend the battery, instead of 6 per, like you can do 12 extension batteries, which would be 52,000, 3,000 watt hours, which is crazy. For us though, this is just a backup. It's not gonna run everything all the time, because since we're so far out of off the grid and like an hour power outside of town and no one's gonna come up here and help us, we want as much backup as we can. But we're not gonna run a ton of stuff just because we don't know how long we'll be without power if and when that does happen. So just having the minimalistic things that we need to keep going and cooking food and whatever we need to do is what we're gonna do. We do also have, I don't know, 6 more breakers that we can add on to if we want to at whatever times. We have that versatility as well. Right now, Anker is running a 35% off Kickstarter sale. So this is a prototype. This is a prototype. This isn't even for sale yet. You can't even go online and buy it, but there are 35% off sale going on in Kickstarter. So if you want to get one before it actually launches on their website, go on there and buy that now. And just click on the link in our description. You can go check it out. All right, well, that's all the time we're gonna have for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got to install a redundant backup system that we desperately needed because our generator is down. Go check out the link in our description for the 35% off if you guys are interested in getting a whole house backup portable generator. This can be on grid or off grid, doesn't matter. I'm not an electrician, but I felt like it was pretty simple to install. We wanted to thank Anker for sponsoring today's video and providing us all this backup system for us. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Comment any questions you guys have about our build, the Anker system, our solar setup, anything. Subscribe to this channel if you are not already, and we'll see you guys in a few days.